What's up, it's the kid 50 Cent, and this is Distortion, the Static. I'm in here, my new album, Before I Self Destruct, is available online right now. It'll be out November 16th. Man, it was an amazing process making this actual project for me. I had a chance to relax myself and get back to what people initially enjoyed me for. So Before I Self Destruct at this point is arguably as good, if not better, than Get Rich or Die Trying. This is the response I'm receiving. And that's all I've been after from the beginning. When you have your first album sell 12 million records and it's the largest debut in hip-hop to date, you become in competition with yourself at that point. So I was trying to create material that I felt like matched my first presentation, and I feel like I finally did it.
What's up, man? So, I mean, you've done so many things in your career. I mean, what do you actually take the most amount of pride in?
Well, music created those opportunities for me. You know what I'm saying? Without the successful projects on the music end, I wouldn't have the finances or the interest that I generate that allows me to be associated with the other products and things that I do business-wise. So I stay focused there, and when that's right, everything else just goes with the flow, you know?
So, yeah, I mean, you definitely, throughout your whole career, beef has definitely, found your way into your career. Is it something that seeks you, or do you actually feel that you benefit off of having confrontations with other rappers, if you want to call them that?
Well, it's just hip-hop culture, the competitive nature of the actual art form. It's always been battling a part of it. If you don't see yourself a part of hip-hop, then you can just watch artists take shots and not respond to it. But that's what I think makes hip-hop stronger than those other art forms, that the artists are vocal. So they compete openly opposed to competing behind the scenes, because the other artists, they're working, they want to be number one also in their field, you know what I'm saying? So your male solo artist from an R&B perspective is watching the other male solo artist when he's developing his presentation so he can come around and really be hot that next go around. And it's the same thing from hip-hop, but because they're vocal and they say things out in the open, you can respond to it and give them examples of why they shouldn't just jump out there. And that's by competing with artists and allowing your consistency to damage their careers.
Definitely. So, you definitely do a lot for your community. And why don't you talk about some of the organizations that you got going on and talk about how you give back to your community?
I created the G-Unity Foundation in 2003. If anyone's purchased G-Unit clothing, G-Unit sneakers, or any other products, it was additional 50 cents tacked on it. And that money was accumulated in order to make charitable donations to other existing foundations. And I've done some great things. I restored parks in my neighborhood. I've done different things with other charities, scholarship programs for students in my neighborhood, different things. So, I'll continue to do. I don't really talk about those things. You know what I'm saying? I think if you're doing it from your heart, you don't really have to promote it.
That's right. That's right. So why don't you just talk about how people can stay up to date with what you're doing online and everything?
Yeah. For everyone who wants to stay up to date on 50 Cent online, they can check me out on thisis50.com. I'm there consistently. You know what I mean? On Twitter, it's 50 Cent on Twitter, but I'm using that just to send people to thisis50.com because that's where I'm really at. MySpace the same. So all these different places. The coolest spot on the web, period, is thisis50.com. I think if it's hot as there, as a slogan, is cool because we actually live up to it. And it's growing. Right now, we like 30 million unique views per month, so it's getting better. It's 1 million people a day, right?
That's right.